A summer weekend in London and huge lines of people are gathering to meet one man. Richard Reed made his fortune when he helped found one of Britain's biggest brands, Innocent Smoothies.
I massively believe in the UK. We are an incredible country as a source of entrepreneurs.
So great is his belief that in 1 hour's time, the doors will open on this vast arena. And 500 hopefuls will compete for Richard's business backing.
I'm just flat out excited. I really am. What there is all the empty booths. Each one's got the name of the different businesses on top of them. And you just think each one of those is a story, there's a team, there's an idea, there's a dream, and I want to meet them.
The last pitch of the day is Baggers Originals, a company set up by Mum Angie back in the 80s, which she's now relaunching with her daughter and her friends.
Hello, I'm Richard. Tell me, Baggers Originals, what's going on?
The concept is waterproof rainwear and swimwear for kids that is fun, fashionable and practical. Let us show you the concept through the old range.
Oh yes.
So all the products push into a waterproof bag, like this. Into a pocket, forming a bag.
We've done a lot of market research and even with parents, primary school teachers, and they just love them.
For older children.
Yeah. But the bit I don't get is this says like established in 1988. What happened?
20 years ago we were a team of 3, and the demand was so enormous and we were so undercapitalised, just ran out of cash, and it was like the saddest story ever. And you know, I've always wanted to do it again.
What's going to be different this time in terms of it not going out of business again?
Well, obviously over the last 20 years I've started several other businesses and I've got a lot more experience now, and I know where this went wrong last time.
We really need some help with funding for getting everything from China, as we really want to have everything manufactured. We want samples and everything, and that's where your funding would come in.
What do I think? I think that was a brilliant pitch by a group of people that clearly know what they're talking about. It does seem like a really cool product.
Thank you.
It's an interesting one. You know, there's a lady there that's had several different businesses. One at least has gone out of business. So what do you make of that? I've got to make sure that she's really understood where it went wrong the first time. But if it's true what they say, that there isn't anything on market, with those sorts of numbers, with that team, I can totally imagine investing in them.
A few days after the expo, and Richard's about to meet his top 3. What he hasn't worked out yet is how much seed capital he's gonna give them.
I'm going to give these businesses a little bit of money to get them started. It's called seed capital. They then have to prove to me that they're taking it seriously and worth further investment.
Richard set aside up to $5,000 for each of the 3 ideas, but who will be the first to try and prize it off him?
Baggers Original.
Watch out, Richard.
Hello.
Here come the girls. It's Baggers Originals.
Hello.
Baggers Originals is the relaunch of a brand that started 22 years ago. We're now relaunching it with Jessica, my daughter, and with Anelise and Natalie. I've always been my own boss and I just love the independence of it.
She is the best boss in the world.
I absolutely love working with Angie. It is the best job I've ever had. I'm just given so much responsibility and I'm allowed to express my ideas.
It's new and exciting and I have a lot of autonomy. It's brilliant. She's a role model and she's inspirational. So I'm very, very proud of her.
With a new generation at the helm, Baggers are optimistic about their future. But last time, the business failed.
When you do have a failure in business, it's very difficult to kind of face the world again. This brand will not fail again.
Baggers are back.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
I want to just talk numbers with you. Of the seed capital, how much do you want and what you're going to use it for?
We would like the full £5,000 and it's for 2 things.
Funny, you know, no one doesn't want the full £5,000.
Well, as a start-up business, you're always going to need cash.
Yeah.
We need to get the production process underway, so we need samples from China.
What I'm wanting to understand from you guys to be able to invest is how the hell you're going to get in front of the consumer.
We do feel that we do need to get involved with the retailer, you know, to really kind of develop sales and push the brand.
Well, that's great, and I would totally support that. The best way you can build awareness for your brand is to have your products in shops.
Yeah.
I'm going to just cut to the chase, right? I definitely want to work with you, so I will put in 3 out of the 5. So well done, well done. So I'll put money in to fund the prototype development, but most importantly, get your product into retail.
The Baggers are back in business and all rather excitable. Castle, Jessica has told the rest of the Baggers team to meet her. She's got some good news.
More profitable.
Should we sit down?
Yeah.
The new Bagger supplies have finally arrived all the way from China.
Boys and the girls, and the labels are really nice on the front.
Oh, they are, yeah. Oh, they're gorgeous.
You're not going to lose your child in them, are you?
Not sure about the fit, Natalie, but...
Baggers are back.
One worry I have about Baggers is they don't seem properly focused on trying to sign up a big customer for launch. Whereas if you have something like that, then it's going to bring you both awareness and sales, 2 things that Baggers could really do with right now.
With only a week to go, Angie and Jessica get a meeting with the owners of a new chain of stores for mothers and babies.
Nice and big, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I can imagine the Baggers pod just here.
I can.
These are just new samples that we've had back, so they're still a little bit in work in progress, so there's a few tweakings that we're going to be doing.
Brilliant.
So after
Seems
them
positive.
being wet and dirty, all goes in the bag. And then the swimwear we've got for girls. We've got the zip in there that when they're wet from swimming, they all push into the little bag.
I love this idea.
Really positive.
I never have anywhere to put the
I don't either.
Brilliant. We really think that would work really well in our shops.
really well,
definitely.
Yeah!
Something you'd be interested
Absolutely.
in. And we've got an order form here.
Get in there,
Like to
girl.
place an order with us today.
Amazing work. Baggers have bagged their first retail deal in 22 years.
Ta-da! Yeah, fantastic. Our first ever order with Baggers Originals. Well done, you. Well done, you.
And like all good Geordie girls, Baggers Originals celebrate in style by getting wasted.
It just goes to show that, you know, that it's just a fantastic product that we knew it was, and it's come to life again. Working in a team has been, you know, a new set of challenges. You know, it's been different for me, and I've learned a lot from that. It's been really refreshing, really good fun. It would be fantastic to have Richard Reed invest in our business and to have him on board. It would be a great credit to the company.
They wait while Richard pores over their business plans. When there's major money to invest, it's time to get serious.
Loads of progress then.
Yeah, we've made a lot of progress.
We've worked so hard and pushed ourselves as much as we possibly can to get the results that we needed to prove that Baggers is going to be really successful, and give it a couple of months and we'll be there out in the market.
Yeah, well, I really believe that.
Products are different as well to products that, you know, our competitors that are already out there. The fabric's totally different. You know, there isn't anything quite like it on the market.
So when will the first Baggers be ready?
End of September.
Can we talk a little bit more about the first time round? You know, because Baggers, as you say, it's the comeback tour, isn't it? 20 years later. And how's it going to be different this time round?
I know now that we need investment right from day one. We need money in the bank to support the cash flow.
And also our experience as a team as well to run a business now. At the time, my mum didn't have any business experience behind her, and the knowledge and experience you've now gained and learned from the first time. As a whole team, we're just all ready to, you know, go for it this time.
What would you do if I don't invest?
We'll go ahead anyway. We'll get another investor. But we want you to invest, Richard, because you've got that knowledge of taking a brand that is like virtually unknown to something that's massive.
Baggers on for comfort.
I think they can make decent money from doing it. I think they're a really likeable, energetic team, and they've shown real progress. On the flip side, I'm not sure it's the world's biggest idea. Sorry to keep you waiting. I think you've done loads of good things, right? You're such a likeable team. The reality is, I think the nation's going to be buying some Baggers Originals. Whether I'm the right investor, I've got to ask myself, am I really excited by the idea? Do I feel that I can be the best type of investor for you to have? And is the market as big as you guys say it is? Unfortunately, I get to a no on those last three. So I'm not going to invest.
Okay.
I think the fit between who I am and what you guys are going to do, I think there's better investors out there for you, quite frankly.
Can you put us in touch with them?
You're going to do it anyway, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I just can't, I really can't wait to see you making a success of it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for your time. Thanks for your
All
help.
right, thank you.
Yeah, great.
See you.
Cheers, thank
Nice to see you again, Andrew.
Thanks so much.
Cheers, Jess.
Thank you.
Thank you. I feel like I made the right decision. I think they're going to do it anyway. I'm not excited by it, and I want to invest in things I'm excited by.
In my life, I quite like getting a no because it just makes me that much more determined.
It's the nature of being an entrepreneur. You're going to get no's, and you have to just pick yourself up.
This is just the beginning for Baggers.